Something that has been brought to my attention, there are a number of players wearing Newcastle jerseys that have been in touch to say that they're a little disappointed the team of the week gets named today when they actually don't play until tomorrow. They're at West Ham.
A lot of teams about it.
2:30 Mecca.
Funny.
Alexander Isak is chasing the Golden Boot, might score once or twice tomorrow, is not a consideration as a result.
No, he's not.
Newcastle made a good point that we need to consider that maybe the team should be named when there's football on Monday, 24 hours later.
You had him penciled in, Isak.
Well, he would have been in my thinking, obviously. But also I got a text today from Jared Bowen who says, come on, what's happening, Andy? I said, what? I said, we're not playing till Monday night. I went,
well, they both make a very good point.
Not my fault.
Rules are rules.
No, my fault. I don't make the rules. I've just asked to do this by my employers.
Okay, well, let's get serious.
That's fair.
Goalkeepers. There weren't that many good performances this week.
Poor
In fact,
performances.
Very good. Yeah, spot on. Poor.
I had a
low
goalkeeper
bar.
in. I had a goalkeeper in yesterday, and I thought he'd stay in until today. And up until half time today, in the last game we saw, he was still in.
Who was that?
Dean Henderson. Crystal Palace made 8 or 9 saves, good saves, helped Palace win the game, tight game. And he was terrific. But although he made an error, in my opinion, in the first half tonight, I thought his contribution, David Raya's contribution in the second half, should have been a match-winning contribution. It got them a point because he made 3 unbelievable saves in the game in that second half alone. And I think because of the quality of his saves, he's just shaded.
Okay, I buy that. But what I'm slightly confused by is that in previous weeks, if let's say a substitute joins the game at half time and comes on and makes an impact, you've been pretty insistent. You're not going to include subs, players that haven't started games. But in effect, you've just considered half of what Raya's done today, not the full 90 minutes.
But he did the other bits. The only free kick he was at fault at, in my opinion. So the rest was good. No, a sub gets in, Richard, if he comes on and scores a hat-trick and influences the game.
And you have done that.
I've done that. Yeah. Somebody came on, didn't they? Got a hat.
Liverpool.
Yeah, I think.
And we're going 4-3-3, are
we? We are. I'm very adventurous this week. I will tell you right now, there's a lot of players in this team who are all going forward, by the way, because I think it was like that. But I don't know about you guys, but I didn't think this weekend was a classic weekend for Premier League football.
No, it's been.
Did you?
Yeah.
Quality's been poor.
Yeah, I think it's been down a bit.
I should also add, by the way, you weren't with us, obviously. You were Everton being inaugurated into the Hall of Fame, but the last team of the week that got named, they had a sort of familiarity about it, didn't they? From back to front.
A continuity running right through it.
Yeah.
Very good team.
What was it? Oh, Liverpool, by any
Yeah,
chance?
he did name the
was
Liverpool
it?
side. Yeah.
Well done, fella. Right. Well, I haven't gone quite that far.
Anybody from Liverpool in this one?
No. Don't be silly.
Shouldn't be either.
No,
Not after
exactly.
yesterday.
Thank you. Not after yesterday. Now, my back four. There are some familiar names in this back four. Only, I think, because they deserve to be in there. But I've gone right back. I've gone for Axel Disasi of Aston Villa, who they got from Chelsea. Chelsea? I think it was Chelsea. They got from Chelsea. And I thought yesterday at Brentford, he was under a lot of pressure. They had down that side. He defended terrific, went forward a lot, got involved. I thought he was excellent. So he gets in the team. My 2 centre-backs, one from Brighton, Van Heck, who again I thought in their victory yesterday also got himself a goal, was very, very good, so he's in. And one who I think gets in here nearly every week, the next 2 have been in a bit, but they deserve to be for obvious reasons, because their teams are doing really well. Nottingham Forest centre-back, take your pick, but Murillo, I think, is one that a lot of teams are living out on.
Clean sheet against City yesterday.
Clean sheet against City
most of the day.
So he is one that I think Forest would do well to hold on to.
Let me guess.
And my left back,
Liverpool's left back.
No.
He will be.
Yeah.
He will be.
He will be.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's Kerkez.
Liverpool's left back.
But honestly, because we can't argue. Kerkez, again, defensively did ever so well. And, his cross for the goal today.
Stunning.
Was stunning. And Bournemouth are one of the teams at the moment as well. I like to try and get in as many players, like from Nottingham Forest and from Brighton, who teams are not really at the forefront. Now, my midfield is extremely adventurous in respect that my 2 wide players, and I know I've got 3 at the top end of the pitch, but normally you'd have 3 midfield players. Now these are, they're not they're more like wingers, right? And We talked about
Just 3 wingers in midfield.
no 2.
Oh.
2 wingers in midfield.
So our wingers,
Inverted.
No, my wingers are my midfield
they're not doing
players.
much going that way then,
No,
are
they're
they?
not doing much. But with this team, don't need to do that. We're
Right.
going forward. We're scoring goals. We're scoring goals. But it's a guy who used to play at Everton, my old club, and now plays at Fulham. And he provided an assist for Raul Jimenez yesterday with another unbelievable cross. Alex Iwobi.
I think he's had a good season.
He's had a
Yes.
fantastic
really good
season.
I like
Richard.
him.
He's had a great season,
Yeah.
Jason. And I thought, again, he contributed
Playing
hugely.
better football now, arguably, than at any time
Yes.
in his career.
Well, the type of football he's playing now, we hardly ever saw at Everton, in fairness to him. Whether he just didn't settle up too far north for him, and he's happy now being back in London, it could easily be the
Too
case.
far north.
Well, that's
So
what
what's
he
the matter
says.
with that?
Oh, hold on a minute. You've talked about teams moving their training grounds to London.
So Van Dijk plays too far north, does he? I mean,
and
what are
Salah.
they basing that
Salah.
on?
What are you basing? What is that based
What
on?
I'm trying to say is
What?
he's come from London as a London lad, right? Van Dijk, to my recollection, doesn't come from London.
Right. He came from
But
Southampton.
and I'll tell you what,
They
he
say
does
he
do.
didn't settle in the
misses
north.
Amsterdam a lot.
He didn't settle in the north.
Yes, like lots of players have done and failed to do. I found it really difficult going to
You
Everton.
make it sound like Game of Thrones. It's like they go to the north.
Yes,
So
definitely.
he moved to this barren land.
Yes,
and
he never settled.
And he didn't settle.
He never
Okay.
settled.
North
So
of
right.
England.
My left sider, my left midfield player, is another Forest player.
Right.
And that's Hudson Odoi. Who again,
Yes.
Good.
another
Yes.
good
Yeah.
performance yesterday.
Yeah.
Got the winner.
Yeah.
Not just because of that, but I think his overall performance was pretty good yesterday. So these are most of those players.
And you
I
know,
think-
one of the advantages he has,
Go on.
I think, tell me if I'm wrong, I think the suggestion that he went further north
Yeah.
would have adversely affected his game. But I think settling in the Midlands in the way that he has
yeah.
No,
has helped
yeah.
him enormously.
Oh, I think that's an absolute certainty. Yeah,
Enormously.
yeah.
He's got 1 foot in the north.
Yeah,
and
but
1
he's,
foot
it's
in the
only,
south.
he's only an hour from London, so he's okay there.
Okay.
Well, he'll be breaking the speed limit if he's going to London
He
now.
would.
That's in a helicopter.
Irish.
Helicopter.
Anish
By
hour.
helicopter.
And
Of course.
my central midfield player,
Yeah.
who I picked today,
Oh,
who got in the team from today's performance, the last game.
Can I guess?
Yeah,
Declan Rice.
correct.
Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah.
Great tackle.
Right, that
Goal.
tackle, that goal,
goal.
his overall contribution.
Got him back in it.
I think he should do. He should
well,
do
that
more
tells
of that.
me somebody else was in that position until Rice was named.
Do you know what I picked? I watched Wolves play Aston Villa yesterday, 2 of my old teams, because obviously I wanted to see how they get on. And a player called Andre who plays central midfield for Wolves, and I thought, wow, I've not really seen much of him, but I was really impressed with the way he played against Aston Villa at Wolves against Everton yesterday. And I thought, well, I'll just pencil him.
Okay.
I penciled him in, Jason, but then I think Declan Rice just.
Yeah, Declan Rice was good
Particularly,
today.
you know,
Yeah,
I
very
thought
good.
tonight he was
Yeah,
bang,
no
bang
arguments
on.
there.
Now,
The
my
front three could
front
be good.
three might cause a bit of an
Mo
argument.
Salah, 2 goals.
Has
No.
to be.
No. Nowhere near. These were 3 players who I saw today, who I thought were, and I mean this, I thought they were terrific.
Bournemouth's front 3.
Correct.
All 3.
All 3.
You put them all in?
Yes.
Like it.
I put them all in. I just thought, I thought Cliver, Evan Nielsen, Tavernier were a constant threat, created so many chances. We saw some of them already tonight. And I thought they never gave them a moment's rest, and they were always a threat. Their movement was wonderful. They rotated around that front end of the pitch really, really well. And I make no excuses for picking the 3 of them.
I can't argue with that.
There you go.
Raul Jimenez, I think, had a chance of getting in.
He was in my thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salah,
But ended up in the losing side.
yeah, maybe that's what swayed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, right back, maybe you thought it was a better
When they're
performance
at
by
it,
him.
that's a very good 3, isn't it?
But that's a good
Oh
team.
yeah, they were at it today. They really were.
Yeah.
From minute 1
Yeah.
when they squeezed and pressed and had those 2 early chances right up to the very end. They were
Kluivert's been in
terrific.
fairly regularly as well, you know.
Who's in it?
Kluivert.
Is he?
You pick
You
it.
got 3 recently and you put him in.
Yeah.
Oh well, of course he gets a hat trick of penalties. I'm going to pick him, aren't I?
Yeah.
Can't not. And Salah, if he'd got a hat trick of penalties yesterday, I might have picked him, but nah.
Your dad texted me in the week, actually.
Yeah.
Patrick's.
Yeah.
Oh, he did, yes,
Ah,
I know he did.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
actually did, yeah.
Yeah.
So I know I've
He
upset
loves
a
your
few.
team of the week.
I've upset a few. And
No, I think that's a very good front 3, as good as that
You know, I just, you know, tell me anyone you saw today apart from those three that would.
Well, we just
really
did,
have
but-
impressed
well, I
you.
think that's why Isak probably is as disappointed
Yeah.
as he has suggested, because, you know, put in a performance tomorrow night.
Yeah, yeah.
He
He's
walked
in.
in.